I just went to see a therapist yesterday.
First time?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, here and there, I've gone to a therapist for the quote unquote the first time, like maybe 2 or 3 times in my life. But I think I'm going to try and like just stick with it this time, mainly because it's like I'm so busy these days that I have to like outsource my introspection. I feel like I really do not have the time to sit around thinking about how I feel anymore.
I do think happiness is based a lot around just being too distracted to analyze yourself too. I think self-analysis...
Over-analysis is one thing, but my problem is that I'll and I think I don't know if I've said it, but I'll I did helium in Philly, and that's my favorite club. When I was like in my early 20s going there, that was like such a big deal to go. You know, I loved it. I had a great time. And like now I've like gotten back into stand up, but now I can like sell out and I have my own audience. I can go to Helium in Philly and sell out all the shows, and it's great to be back. And like, and those shows were good, with the exception of like I feel like the late show Sunday I wasn't really hitting, but the rest of it was like fun. And it's like I should be able to be like grateful and happy or whatever, and I'm not. And then your head is like, well, is it this? Am I like dissatisfied with this? Like, what is it? And the fact that I can't like pinpoint why I'm not able to enjoy this thing is like indicative of like I really don't have a grasp on what I'm feeling at all. And in the last like 2 years, it's like I've just let just one thing after another kind of pile up in my personal life, and I just fucking like. Okay, either drugs or work, or like I'll just consume media or something. I've distracted myself too much, and so yes, there's like certainly you can spend too much time like fucking overanalyzing yourself or nasal gazing to the extent that you like exacerbate fucking depression. But I really don't think that's my problem.
Okay, yeah, that's my problem. I'm not busy enough, and I typically seem to when I'm stressed or overworking. At least I'm not like depressive and being like, well, why can't you appreciate things? So maybe I need to get...
And you got to be careful too if you do like, creative work or whatever, and you try to, because I have friends that, clearly they're depressed. Like my friend like came and helped like work on this stuff. And I don't know if he's depressed or not, but like you can tell when somebody's like stressed in their life, and like, some people turn to drugs or alcohol, or some people just like bury themselves in work. And that can be like even more nefarious, because it's like, you can tell yourself like, I'm making money, I'm being productive or whatever. Yeah. And it's like, okay, well, yeah, but you're like just not addressing your fucking mental health. You're sleeping like 4 days a week. You're causing problems in your interpersonal life, because it's like, well, you can just say it's work. It's a sort of like noble pursuit. But even when like doing creative work, there's another poisonous aspect of it, is like, if I'm like fucking like, okay, the Adam Friedland Show, I'm going to put everything I can into this, instead of like thinking about things, and go 100%. I can work, and throw everything into it. But the second it's done, like each iteration of it or whatever, and I watch it back, and it's like whatever feeling of escape working on the thing gave me, I'm not seeing it. It's not as funny as I want it to be. It's not like, it's just a thing. It's just another thing. Then that like fucking kicks my legs out from under me even way, way more than like, if like within where I started. Because then it's like, oh, why? It's like, this is fake too. I might as well fucking, go get fucked up or whatever. But these are the reasons why I do think I need to like, I just at this point I just have to like be like talking to somebody kind of regularly.
Well, it sounds like you're a toxic mix of both, because my girlfriend is like you. She works too hard, and then she's tired and stressed, and the only way to cope with that is by working even harder. Yeah. Until she just spins out and crashes.
Yeah, I do that. Yeah.
And well, she's a creative too. She does comedy, but that's not her day job. But like what you do is a mix of both, because that's what I do. Is stand up's my primary thing, and you can work and work and work on stand up, and it's still not good enough. Like for most jobs and tasks, if you put in the proper work, you have a product that is complete or near complete. With creative work, you can put a year into something and be like, oh, this is complete dog shit. Yeah. I hate this. Yeah. There's no completion.
Well, that's what I mean. And it'll always be that, unless you're a shitty comic. It'll always be that. And then, but that's why with any creative work, regardless of what you do, you have to be very careful, like making it like this is going to be the thing that has to make me happy, or is a distraction from these negative feelings I have. Because even if you were happy in your personal life, you're never going to be fully satisfied with your work.
No.
So you're operating in a very dangerous place if you're fucking depressed you're like, okay, I'll just throw myself at my stand up.
Yeah,
because the stand up's never going to be good enough.
Never. It'll never be good.
Yeah. Then you'll like I mean, I'll just repeat myself at this point.
And then you go on Instagram and you see people who are way better than you'll ever be with more success and more money, and then you really hate what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's it's a terrible cycle. I've never really done therapy.
Yeah.
Which I'm a big softie. I really should, but
yeah, I need to do something. I mean, it's like fucking, because at a certain point, it's fucking irresponsible. I mean, it's like like I have the resources. I can go do like I don't want to be a fucking like burden to the people in my life or whatever, because it's like my head's fucked up.